Hello, Steves, Alexes, and every skin in between. Welcome back to Block Game Banter. Today's topic is a little bit different than what we have been discussing. We will actually be covering content creation and what that looks like for us. So, as you know, obviously, we are all a little batch of content creators doing whatever it is we do. I myself primarily stream on Twitch and do YouTube and the occasional TikTok. Code does an occasional TikTok, YouTube, and sometimes Twitch. Dino is the same deal, and now Ferks is the same deal too. We all do a whole bunch of stuff like that, but we all go about it in very, very, very different ways. So I would like to throw Ferks first into this fire to see what does she do with content creation and how does she do it?
Oh, well, okay, so it really depends on what it is I'm creating. If it's a creative build, the process is so much different than a Let's Play survival series or like a tutorial. So I guess the first thing that I do is I decide what it is that I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be producing. And then I go from there. And a lot of my stuff lately has been creative, but let's talk about a Let's Play. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I have a little bit of a plan on what it is that I want to accomplish that day. It's kind of a rough outline. I don't script it. I do sometimes if there's a collab, but that's a whole nother thing I think we're going to talk about later. There's a little bit more planning that goes into it. But basically, when you're doing a Let's Play, you just start up your Minecraft or whatever game it is that you're playing. You start the recording software and you just play the way that you normally would. Okay, not the way that you normally would, because you don't want to look like an idiot, right? So for those of us that are family friendly or try to be family friendly, we have to worry about our language as well. So as I'm playing, I'm kind of talking about what I'm doing, not necessarily describing things as I would for somebody that's vision impaired, but making comments along the way, making funny comments, tell them what I'm going to be doing or why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so that'll go on. I've got a pretty good feel for how long it is. And so at about the 25 to 40-minute mark is when I stop the episode. And then usually if I'm in the groove of recording or doing whatever it is that I'm doing, I'll go on and do another episode. So then I'll come back a different day and edit it. Did you want me to talk about editing now, or are we going to talk about editing later?
I think we can hit that later. I think another question I want to throw out is, how long have you been doing this? Because I think of all of us, you've been out the longest.
Oh, gosh. Hold on. I got to get somewhere safe.
Someone's playing Minecraft.
I may or may not be playing Minecraft as I do this. Okay, so I'm going to go to my channel and look at my content and do it by the date. So the first episode I have on YouTube is it's with XP Crafted. This was before we were going out. We were playing Ark on November 15th, 2018 is when I published it.
So that's just over 3 years now?
Right. I mean, before that, I did stream a little bit, but not really. Like, that's when November of 2018 is when I really started doing this.
Cool.
And it was a lot of Ark, because back then I didn't play a lot of Minecraft. I haven't been playing Minecraft all that much at all. I think when did I come in? 112?
112 would have been back in 2016, if I recall correctly.
Okay, so that wasn't it. I started playing Minecraft about the beginning of 2018.
That would have been with the, I believe, 115 and 115 update. Or 114
was it the
update.
Ocean?
113 was around that time, so yeah. 113 was going into 2017, I believe.
Okay, so.
I might be totally wrong. I will correct that in editing.
But you talked about TikToks. Like, I just did my first TikTok last week, or was it last week? Yeah, because I thought it was going to get, I don't know, there were rumors that they were going to make it illegal or whatever, so I didn't even want to get into it. So it was mainly Twitch and YouTube videos that I've been doing most of my career.
Yeah, no. Let's say I also I got into TikTok recently myself, but I started as Twitch streaming only. because that was June of 2020. June of 2020, just after COVID had taken and shut everything down. Because I was home from college, and I was like, I got nothing better to do. And just went for it.
Nice.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, like, so you guys really kind of started with streaming more, I guess.
Yes. Yep.
See, I started on literally my first YouTube video went up, well, technically in December of 2020, but then I had technical issues, so I had to take it down. So my first video on my channel so far, so what I say my channel anniversary is January 1st of 2021. And I started on YouTube. I didn't even want to touch streaming. I only had a laptop, like a little Dell XPS 13 that's become like a meme to my channel because it's like I'm on this dinky little like laptop that's only meant for you to take notes in college and maybe watch some YouTube. It is not built for streaming. But then yeah, so I uploaded that video, and then a couple days later, like I used to be really regular on YouTube uploads, but then college kicked my butt this year, this last like semester and stuff, so that hasn't been a thing. But that I started out really regular uploads on YouTube, and then on January 5th, I uploaded my first TikTok, and it got 300 views. And then I kept uploading to TikTok because I started with a Let's Play of just like little bits of like my TikToks were completely removed from my like Let's Play recordings, so everything I uploaded really was something I would record just for TikTok. And a picture, like one of me looking at sand, randomly got a lot of views, and so in like a week, I was already over 100 followers, which is insane. And like so TikTok is really what blew it up, and then because of that, I ended up with like a Discord server, and everyone was asking me to start streaming. So I started streaming months before I wanted to start streaming, on my laptop, in my college dorm, and in like February. It was kind of insane. Like I felt pressured to start streaming. I really I'm not upset that I started. I'm so happy I did, because my starting streaming is actually how I met like Code and Oni, because I think I met you, Oni, while I was still on a laptop.
Yeah,
in
you
my
got your
college
setup
dorm.
a couple weeks after I met you.
Yeah. No, I just moved into my apartment when I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like, if I hadn't started laptop streaming, I wouldn't have met all of these beautiful people. So I don't regret it. So like, it also just goes to show that you don't need a huge setup to actually start making content.
Oh no.
You can just have a little Dell XPS, like my little Dell computer.
I mean, I still stream from a laptop, so does Code.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I used to
laptops
as
are
well.
Don't talk about that yet.
We all content created from laptop at one point.
Right.
Hey, I mean, like, I didn't think I could, and then I just went for it. So honestly, like, if you think the lack of a setup is what's keeping you from starting your dreams of creating content, it's not. Just
I would
like
also
go for
like to
it.
point out the fact that we can look at people like Technoblade, who just hit 10 million, still uses a laptop for most of his gameplay.
Yeah.
This man has actively admitted to preferring his laptop over a regular setup.
Holy cow. Oh god, I gotta sleep.
Well, I mean, like, laptops. We're just casually playing Minecraft over there. No,
Sorry.
laptops are great. I actually really like the portability. Like, I still use my laptop for editing. I edit anywhere. I actually, because the upload speed at my college is so ridiculous, that's where I upload my YouTube videos.
Just transfer
upload my
device and walk.
Yep, just take device, edit, like sit down in the library, edit, and then just upload it. It's up in seconds. No, yeah.
I've absolutely done the same thing, because like I dog sit a lot, so like if I can't stream from where I'm staying, I will record videos, come to my parents' house for 15 minutes to upload everything to YouTube, set to publish, take some food and run.
Yeah, no, that's like, it's what you do. It's just a matter of finding the time to do it. But you're talking about like Let's Plays and stuff, Ferks. The way you did it sounds like, well, I mean, I'm also family friendly, so I have to be so consciously aware of everything I'm doing, but I'm also so not consciously aware of the time that sometimes I'll just record a Let's Play episode for like 3 hours, and then I have to split it into like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Or more, and I have to go back and like record, like find a place that's a neutral background that doesn't have anything that I changed in it.
Right.
And
right.
record an intro, and then go to the thing that I changed in that part of the episode to record the outro.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, it's so frustrating not being aware of time. Like, I need to get a little timer and set it up on my screen.
Note to self, mail Dino a timer. Got it.
Right.
Well, we all know I've never been aware of timing. I'm really bad at
Just
it.
get a nice analog clock to put above your computer screen for you.
Okay,
I think
maybe.
us ADHD kids all have problems with time. It just,
Oh, yeah.
you'll get it after a
Eventually.
couple years.
It just
couple
creeps
years.
up on you in a couple of years.
Right.
It's fine. Well, no, I've only been doing this for a year, so
Yeah.
Right. That
fair.
makes sense.
I'm still really new to this. I still don't know a lot of things. Like on Twitch, I still don't have the lurk command.
We need to fix that. I have
So
offered
easy
to
set
help.
up.
At this point, the fact that I don't have it is a meme.
That's fair.
Right.
Like, it's a joke. I do need to set it up, though. But yeah, no, it's like, I'm still super new to this. But at the same time, it's just like, it's just a matter of hopping in and doing it, you know? Like, I got where I am really fast because I worked my butt off and I cross-platformed. And,
Yeah.
like,
You
it's just
also
a matter
landed in the right spot in the right time with Twitch to get enough to start justifiably.
yeah, I did. And so it's like that kind of feeling that you get initially of, I don't know what I'm doing is worth it. It's just like, try different platforms.
Mhm.
Like, that's my biggest thing is like, don't stick to just Twitch or just YouTube.
Right.
Like, try TikTok, try Twitter, try Instagram. Like, upload your content to other places. Get it out there on things where the algorithm is sending it to way more people, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't send your content to everybody. You know? It doesn't. Twitch doesn't either. It doesn't send your stream everywhere. But things that are built to be short content, like short video form, make it so that your content has a higher likelihood of being seen by people who want to see it.
Right.
And also, don't be afraid to use like hashtags.
Yep,
Like,
gotta use
please use your hashtags. They actually help. It doesn't make you look like, some people are like, oh, but hashtags make me look dumb. And I'm like, no, they don't. They work.
The algorithm
it.
looks at your hashtags, by the way, on
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it shows your content to people who like similar hashtags.
Right.
Gotta learn the hashtag algorithm.
Right.
Algorithm. Al is now the name of the
Algorithm.
algorithm. Yep.
Al's
Hi, we've
Wither.
named algorithm. His name is Al. Yep.
Elswither.
Al's with her. Yes.
Owls with her. Yeah, no, but like, it's certain things like that. Like, the small things, the smallest things can like make or break your content. And they're like the smallest, stupidest little things. But trust me, it works.
Yeah, no. Definitely. Code, how did you get started in content creation?
I actually started, let's see, next week, Monday, the 17th, that'll be a year from the first time I streamed.
Nice.
And I am using the same laptop that I started on. And I'm probably going to pull a Technoblade and continue using the laptop for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Laptop
I
gang.
no, laptop game.
Yeah, but now I have 3 monitors, so I can't go back to that. I'm
No.
sorry.
Threw me off completely what I was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But no, I had been watching Twitch for a while, and like when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna do that one day, because I'd see people on YouTube that were uploading stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. And then I was randomly like, you know what? Why not? And no one showed up for that stream. But that was fine because I had a lot of fun doing it. I just kind of built on a random survival world and had fun with it. But then I started doing other stuff. Like I tried to do drawing streams and playing other Minecraft things. And then that's how I started uploading on TikTok because of that. And that's how I found Dino.
Mm-hmm.
Because like sometime in, I think, March?
I think it was March. We followed each other at the exact same time.
Because we both
Impressive
showed up on
timing.
each other's For You page at the exact same time.
Oh, that's
then
awesome.
Then Dino messaged me, like, asking to collab because my vibes were cool or something like that. And I was... And at
They
this
are.
Please
point, I
tell me
had,
we can
like...
find that DM. I need that.
Honestly, probably. I'll look for it after we're done recording. But, what was it? I had, like, 15 people, maybe, following me on Twitch at that time. And most of them were friends. And I wasn't uploading regularly to TikTok because I just didn't like to upload to TikTok. I still don't,
Mm-hmm.
You have
but
the weirdest upload schedule.
I do, and I'm going to continue that with TikTok. I hope you understand that.
I am aware.
But Dino had like however many followers on platforms, and I was like, oh my gosh, this person is so cool. Like, they're amazing. How did they find me? Why would they want to talk to me? And then we got in the call, and I was like, this person's just like me.
Yeah.
We were just equally gremlining along in mini games.
It was really fun.
Sounds about right. Yeah, no, because like when I got started, I had actually been watching Ferks for about 3 months at that time and said, huh,
Oh.
I want to try. This was after I found Ferks from giving XB a hard time in his chat during the season 7 of Hermitcraft. And I was like, who the hey is Ferks? And then Ferks goes and chats, that's me. And then XB goes, yeah, no, she streams too. And I go, okay, cool, I'm going there, never come back. Bye, XB. And I really haven't.
Aw.
Stayed in Ferks' chat.
That's okay.
But no, I was following Ferks at the time, and I was like, you know what? I want to give it a shot. But because I was already in your community, and I was in a couple other communities at the time, I was lucky enough to be able to pull viewers from all of those communities that are still around. Like, we got Fitz, and we got MacBoy, and we got Mr. Yedema, and all of those folks have stayed since I started.
Right.
And so, like, that's where I got started, was not from a different platform. I just dived into Twitch, and because I had made friends, I ended up with Ota and AKA and Ferks and a bunch of different folks that I just ended up sticking with. And I have taken notes from every single one of those people about how they do content creation, what software they use, what settings they use, what kind of computer they're running on, how they launched Minecraft, what mods they use to make Minecraft look better on stream. And, like, I have continued to use everything that I got from those people without extending out of those communities because it just was working. And I definitely think that because I started that way, I have a slightly larger network of people I can ask for help when it comes to content creation. Because I have a network of people that I'm like, hey, I was using Streamlabs. They're crap. How do I move to OBS? And I got, like, 4 DMs back immediately. Here's the stuff you need. This is a link to transfer your stuff over. Have fun. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. And going from there. And, like, same thing goes with, like, server settings. Like, obviously, we're in the process of launching a new server that I have messaged both Ferks for this. I've messaged Ota for this. I've messaged, if y'all don't know who Nova Summoner is, he's one of my mods. He was a follower beforehand. Now he helps me out with stuff because he works with that kind of stuff. And so, like, because of that, content creation for me was never just, I'm going to do this and produce content. It was I've made friends doing this. I want to keep making friends doing this. And so I've just kept going from there.
Let me ask you this. When you're creating content, are you creating content for your friends?
Kind of. Because I know what they like. I know what they like to see. I know what makes them happy and provides... Because I create content for the sake of escapism, which is a little bit of a psychological delve on this. Personally, I play video games to escape. I play video games to do things that get me out of the stress of the real world. And I like to produce my content in such a way that it allows people to use my content for that same purpose, to escape from whatever stress is going on, to just have a little bit of peace for that moment. And a lot of my friends have mental health problems and have depression and anxiety and other, you name it, someone's got it. But I produce it for them primarily, for them to have something that is both upbeat and exciting to watch, but also makes them feel like they have somewhere else to go.
Right.
Because I have used a vast majority of content creators watching their content for that same purpose. They didn't intend it for that. And so, like, I know a lot of them get a little bit uncomfortable when they get comments about, hey, I use this to escape my problems. It's like, oh, cool, I'm glad my content can do that for you. But also at the same time, they're like, I did not intend for it to do that, but okay. And so, like, I'm creating mine specifically with the intention of it being something that's safe and escape-worthy. Like, you can sit down and not have to think about what's going on around you to watch it. So, like, that's where I came from it. And, like, obviously I do TikTok, I do YouTube now. But those are things I've picked up going along from Twitch because I created my Twitch as an escape. I used to only stream at night because it was the only time I could stream without my family knocking on my door at all hours. So, like, I would do it, it was at the end of your day, come relax while you go to sleep. I had people that would sleep in my stream. Specifically because I was always very quiet when I was streaming at that point in time because I was in a house with paper-thin walls. I was always very calm and humming all the time because I didn't know if I could have music on. I didn't understand the copyright laws. still don't understand the copyright laws.
Anyone understand the copyright laws?
People who write them, maybe. I'm not sure they do either.
But that's a good segue into content creation.
Oh yeah.
One of the things that I do, and I do this every single time that I have to load in a new game or update my Minecraft, is I turn off the music. I turn off the music because that's a thing you don't want, is to get a copyright strike. So I think that's, you got to be aware not only of what you're doing, but like legal things behind what you're doing. And, we can talk about, transformativeness and all that kind of stuff, but maybe that's a different video. But
yeah, no, there's the whole debate on Twitch going on right now. That's an entirely different discussion. I love it. But yeah, no. Are you being safe? Are you using content that's safe for you to use? Is it okay for you even to use your in-game music?
Right.
Because didn't Mojang recently make it so that you can use all of it? Is it all of it? Is the new one available yet?
I believe it is.
Okay.
And I'll have to double check. I know they were having trouble with dubstep at the beginning, but
yeah.
I think that's all taken care of now.
No, I've had a lot of my Twitch streams muted, sections of them muted, because when that first was happening back in October 2020, November 2020, a bunch of my stuff got muted because I had in-game music playing.
Right. So do you download your Twitch streams to YouTube?
No, I actually don't.
So I was finding, and this is like, oh man, it's gonna sound so bad for me to say this, but my job is content creation, right? And I would stream, and then I'd go back the next day, and I'd find out there were like 250 views on the stream that I had done since it was over, right?
Yeah.
So people had watched the VOD of it. And I don't get any revenue for that. So for a while there, I was taking my streams, and you can, through Twitch, link them to your YouTube and put them on your YouTube. And the reason I asked you that was because some people that play music and want that music in their YouTube video, I don't know. So you gotta, but if you do have music that YouTube does allow, you can have it going during your Twitch stream, and then if you do that, you upload it right after your stream, the music doesn't usually get cut off right away. I don't know if they've changed it. Back then, it didn't get, so you wouldn't get muted. If you waited till the next day, there was a chance your stream was muted.
That was definitely something I was trying to figure out with, because the other problem is downloading stuff. Like, you have a clip you like on Twitch. Sometimes they don't download in good quality at all.
Right.
And so I used to sit and think, maybe I should just record my stream while I'm streaming it, so that I would at least have the good quality clips, because I could then go time the clips to the stream and find them.
Right.
But, my poor laptop cannot do that.
The reason that I mention it too is it's an easy way to transition from YouTube to from Twitch to YouTube. I mean, especially if you just there's a way to clip it, the front and the back of it, so that you don't get the startup and the afterwards. And I'm pretty sure that YouTube's got some editing tools, but every time I've tried to use those things for editing, it's a pain in the butt. But if you're just going to take your stream, right, and upload it to YouTube, you don't have to worry about editing. You don't have to worry about settings. It just does it, automatically. And then then you've got something that you can release to YouTube. If you're afraid to try YouTube.
Yeah, if you're also not wanting to do the heavy editing process.
Right. Try just using your streams.
No, absolutely. I agree. Okay, so I would like to also swing around, because I believe every single one of us has done this at least once with each other. Collabing. What is the perils of that beautiful thing we call collabing?
Schedules.
Yep.
Schedules.
Just schedules.
I think the biggest thing I've actually run into over schedules is obviously the worst, but because 3 out of the 4 of us try to stream family friendly. Not family friendly, but at least PG-13.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Love you, Code, but your language, oh my goodness.
No, that's
I
something you've
have
got to talk about before you
yeah.
collab with someone.
true.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nope, it is absolutely a problem that I have dealt with on multiple occasions. Like, I love some of my friends, but mercy, they cannot hold their tongue.
Mr. Fister.
Yes. That is one.
I missed something. I missed some context for that one.
It's okay, Code. We are
You should just go
we're
watch
the
them.
new ones.
But yeah, and even like depending on where you're collabing, you have to worry about the chat in game as well
Yep.
as the people that are in the collabs. So I mean, it's really good to talk about that kind of thing. And if you're collabing on Twitch stream, for example, you have to talk about, are you going to mute when you talk to your people, because my
Yep.
people hear when you're talking, and when you're talking all over each other, it gets difficult sometimes to be a good partner on Twitch because of that, and so you have to mute your keyboard and stuff. Another thing that I've found with collabs is, just because you get along with someone on Discord doesn't mean you're going to have any chemistry together when you're videotaping. And
Oh, yeah.
there's some people that I love to death that I've collabed once, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that again. I love you as a friend, but I can't create content with you because we just have no, like, there's no chemistry at all.
Oh, yeah, no, there's absolutely also when that little red circle goes live and it says you are recording or you are live, that's a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will not deny that me being live or recording stuff, I am not the same person I am off call, and I'm pretty sure all of you can vouch for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
same.
Yeah, no, we
Absolutely the
all
same.
are very different people away from our microphones or just away from a recording. Like, that is something that has to be kept in mind with content creation and content creators. Those are different people. They have lives away from that screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think people forget that
Mhm.
that people aren't the person you see on screen.
that
because-
is a character.
People forget too that you're seeing the perfect bits of people essentially when you're looking at them on screen, even when you're watching them live. Like, occasionally there's like a slip up or whatever. Like, occasionally if I'm like streaming with Oni or something, I'll slip up and swear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not perfect people. Bigger creators are not perfect people, and I think viewers forget that a lot because of how we as content creators present that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you can go back in a YouTube video and edit out
Mm-hmm.
the slip up, edit out when something falls over and spills and you swear at the camera.
You can edit out your cat trying to break down your door because they want attention. Or your dog barking at you.
Right.
But,
So it's not always that we're like completely 100% different people, because I try to be somewhat authentic on
Me
stream
too.
Mhm.
and such, which is why I don't filter myself at all, because like, I know I can't do that in normal conversations as easily. Like, here it's fine, but like, if it's my own content, I want to try to keep it as similar as possible.
Mhm.
And like with you guys, I know that's not going to be the same with how you guys do content, because of like who you're trying to reach out to and what you're trying to do, what your community is going to look like.
Mhm.
So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're watching creators. Don't be surprised if they're completely different if you happen to meet them in person or something.
Right.
Mhm.
I know we were going to talk about parasocial relationships, and I think this is a good segue into that. Like,
Can you define parasocial real quick before you continue that
Yes.
point?
Some folks are going to need that.
I think we're going to edit that in right here.
Uh-huh. I'll put a nice little printed. Yep. Cool. Awesome.
Yep. So, I had an idea of who I was going to meet when I actually met somebody that I had been watching their content for a while in person, and it did turn out to be different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did call that person a friend, and we had interactions back and forth. However, I know that there's people that watch this person's video who they've never like been in a chat room with them, or,
Never had held a
maybe.
conversation.
Right. Stopping in a stream and saying, "Hey, how you doing?" is not the same as a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people feel like, "Oh, I've been saying hi to this person in their comment section or on their Twitch stream for years, and so now we're friends and I can ask them for favors and I can stop by their house, and I can, they're going to be interested in my birthday presents that I got and things like that." And what you need to remember is that, and I can ask them things. Okay. This is what I really want to get to. Like, we have personal information that we don't want to really share. Like, it's none of your business. Let me just put it bluntly. It's none of your business because you're not my friend, right?
We have
You're
private
somebody-
lives.
Right. You're somebody that you think you know me really well because you've been watching my content, but you don't really know me. And I don't really know you, and I don't know if I trust you.
Mhm.
Okay. And right. So there's some information that people who think they have this relationship, which their parasocial relationships are not, they're not bad, they're healthy, right? You get attached to characters in movies and on TV and content creators and stuff, but there's a limit to that relationship. It doesn't necessarily go both ways. Even if I'm a content creator and I watch another content creator and I've talked to them in Discord and stuff, I'm not their friend,
Mhm.
right? Like, we don't have a real relationship. We have a parasocial relationship. So I just want people to be aware that it can happen and that people can be unhealthy in the way that they do their parasocial relationships. And, you kind of have to treat every relationship with, well, respect, obviously. I said things in this little bit that I've just done probably stronger than I would have said in a real life situation. Like, I wouldn't say to someone, "You're not my friend, I'm not giving you that information." I probably would say something more like, "I'm not comfortable giving that information out because of privacy reasons,
Mhm.
and blah, blah, blah." Because I'm trying to maintain a relationship with my viewers and my community.
It's the understanding and the setting of boundaries and just the expectation that people would respect those boundaries.
Right. And some of us are real horrible in real life with boundaries, myself included. And so people tend to push my boundaries a bit, and it gets a little uncomfortable sometimes. And just be aware that you are going to have to deal with that from both sides. Both those people that you have a parasocial relationship with and those people that are watching your content.
I absolutely agree on that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Like, I deal with that, like, people, like, I have, like, this joke sometimes about, like, oh, my, like, name, guess my name, and things like that. It's like, I'm fine with them, like, I don't really want them to know. That's why I sent it as a high-level channel plate reward, but I don't really care as much. Because it was already leaked on accident very early on in my, like, career. Yeah. Sorry, I just noticed that someone else is on Minecraft. I'm also on Minecraft. Sorry.
To give context, I'm currently boxing Dino in.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I just turned it in my headphones. No, okay. No, yeah, but it's like they act like they are entitled to know certain information. Like, they act like they're entitled to see my face because we have some conversations sometimes.
Oh,
No.
we got to talk about that too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, my face is my face. Like, my privacy is my privacy. And, like, I have formed some, like, I wouldn't say friendships, but, like, relationships with certain people in my chat. Like, there's certain people in my chat who are, like, I dub them the menaces to society, and we joke around. But they're not, like, as much as I love them and I love interacting with them, they're not my friends. They don't know me.
It's not an equal relationship.
It's not an equal relationship. Like, they know Dino, they don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's the realization that Dino and me are, while we're very similar, we're not the same. Like, I feel like anyone who really, like, has talked to me outside of recording can attest to that. Like, I'm similar, but I'm very different at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's just like that, like, just sometimes it gets really frustrating when people act like they have a right to your information and your face just because you're making content.
Right.
I don't have to make content. I don't make it for you. I make it for me, personally.
Right.
Like, I do it because I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, people need to realize that just because we are putting ourselves in the public eye doesn't mean we're putting all of ourselves in the public eye. We're not actual celebrities who don't have any privacy.
Right.
We're people who are at home on their computer having fun.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't like it if someone randomly started asking you a lot of personal questions. And I think it's just realizing that if you wouldn't like it, odds are we don't either. Because we're just people.
Yep, and that once again comes back to the establishing boundaries. And a big one of those, I think, with all of us, because none of us stream with a face cam, is we keep our faces private for our personal, for my case, it's safety. I do it for safety.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Me
I
too.
do it for safety too.
Same.
And privacy.
And professionalism, because I
Right.
want to work in a professional field, so, like, I have to also keep my face away from public eye for now.
Right. I was a teacher, and you know, some of the things that I say, you know, I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a different. Teachers are held to a higher standard, you know. So when I started out, I was teaching. I was actively teaching, and so I didn't. And now I do it for privacy, right? And here's the thing too. I never wanted to be as a woman or as a girl. I never want my appearance to be why somebody either watches or doesn't watch my content.
Exactly.
I want my content to speak for it's. Like, I've heard attractive girls just get,
They say
so
they have
many
the
rude.
easy ride on Twitch. They have the easy ride on YouTube. It's not an easy ride.
Right.
They are dealing with harassment.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm already dealing with harassment like that too,
Exactly.
and I just have my voice.
Right.
It's just,
Like, I've heard people call women streamers who have a face cam horse face, you know? Or, I mean,
Yep.
it goes both ways. They can be really cruel, like, you ugly bee, get off the screen. Or, hey, baby, you know, and that goes with some of that parasocial relationship. Just because you come in I mean, that isn't even a relationship. You don't go into somebody's stream and immediately say pics.
Just because you've been subscribed and you're donating does not entitle you to anything about that person's life.
Right. Like, harassment is harassment, straight up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once
We don't
again,
put ourselves out. I
boundaries.
mean, the four of us, I can speak for the four of us. We're not putting ourselves out there because we want your attention in a sexual way or in a rude way. We're putting ourselves out there, most of us, I think, because it helps us and it helps the people that watch us. You know, we do it for fun. We do it to help people. We do it because we love it, not because we want your attention in a negative way. I don't know.
Exactly.
Did I say that right?
Yeah,
No,
okay,
you
like,
did.
I like making people smile. Like, I like
Right.
making people laugh. Like, that's what I'm going for. And so
Right.
sometimes I put on more of, like, a little bit of, like, a ditzy persona sometimes.
Right.
And, like, people who watch my content regularly, especially my streams, they know that I'm not ditzy in the slightest.
Right.
I am
Right.
super analytical. And, like, it's some people, like, show up expecting that and treating me like a kid.
Right.
Like, I'm an adult, you know? It's like,
I'm an adult. I pay taxes.
I paid taxes when I was 15 years old, okay? No, it's because, like, I've got, like, sometimes I wish I could show my face and felt comfortable showing my face because I feel like it would lessen the, like, infantilization that surrounds me because
same.
of my higher voice.
Right.
Like, but at the same time, I don't feel safe doing that.
No.
Like, I'm still in school, and I go to a pretty big school.
Right.
And if I ever took off and people knew my face, I would have to deal with that every single day going to classes, every single time I go to work. Like, I
Right.
would have to live with that. Like, I wouldn't be able to leave my apartment.
Right.
And that's
so, yeah, it comes back to, once again, boundaries. We are doing it in the
Right.
sake of protecting ourselves and our families, honestly. Because, like,
Because people do form unnatural attachments to us
mhm.
at times, and they can be pretty scary.
Yeah, and we're not saying every person who watches us is forming bad things. So
Heavens
I'm
no.
just saying that, like, no,
No.
heavens no. Most of the people who, like, all the people who are
Love my
regular
community.
watchers, like, yeah,
Right.
everyone who watches us, like, now is super chill. Like, I love my community because it's great, but I noticed that, like, especially on TikTok and stuff, as I grow, I'm running into more of those people who aren't respecting my
Right.
boundaries because
But-
they haven't been there for a while.
But don't you love it that, like, you've got this community behind you now that, like, when some idiot comes into chat or whatever makes it a weird comment on your
Oh, yeah.
video, like, they just get roasted by your community. They're like, we don't do that here.
Oh yeah,
Can
no,
Ahmad
it's
please
great.
ban that person? Like, my community is so protective of me, and I love them to death for it.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, no, mine bullies me, but like in the healthy way.
Right.
That's the
I
we
mean,
love
mine
you
do
way.
too, but
Yeah, no, it's like, but they bully me, but they're the only ones allowed to bully me.
Right.
Anyone who's like shows up out of the blue and they don't know them, if they try to bully me, they get
Yep.
shut down hard.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like they've started. Like I think if I hadn't said that I knew my little brother, they would have absolutely wrecked my little brother.
We would have chased him out. It was not funny.
right.
Spaced out so fast. I had to like. That's why I constantly remind people like, by the way, this is my little brother. Be nice to him. We bully each other because it's funny. We're siblings. Like it's
Yep.
just the knowledge of like. And then also sometimes I've had people who watch me try to bully Code because they're like, respect boundaries. Stop saying beloved. Stop calling her wife. And I'm
That's
like,
their friend.
That
Right.
happened on TikTok. Someone said that, and I was like, that's my platonic wife. We're literally mutuals and have been for however long now. And like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, just making sure you're respecting boundaries. Excuse me. I make sure the boundaries are respected by you guys.
oh yeah, the amount of times Code has like messaged being like, delete this or I'm gonna harass them. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that happened yesterday. Someone made the comment, and I was like, I don't like that. I'm gonna harass them if that's not gone. And Dan was like, I deleted it. And I'm like, okay, good.
yeah, no, it's like it's really fun when the people who like do respect you like pop out of the woodwork and are like respect. It puts a smile on my face. I laugh at it. Like it actually happened with my Pride video a lot
yeah.
actually. That video blew up. Mix of TikTok algorithm because I was acknowledging that hey, this is not okay, and I was gonna go delete the comment. And then I like go back an hour later and there's just like a bunch of comments under this one like super homophobic comment about how like, oh, I'm unsubscribing because like you're gay, and I'm like, that's not
What?
shit. Like then you're like, okay, then leave. You know? Like that was my reaction. It's like, okay,
Right.
I don't care. And so then like these people just came out of the woodwork and were like, no, you leave. And it was just like, they were,
Aw.
not to me, but like to this person, they were protecting me. They're like, yeah, no, leave then. Like, and then he kept trying to defend
Aw.
himself, and it was really sweet, and it made me feel really good.
Mhm.
And so it's just like acknowledging that, yeah, the people who actually respect you and the people who you know aren't really gonna push your boundaries and will back off when you say you're uncomfortable. Like those are like most of our viewers.
Right.
But
I
there's every
absolutely
once in a
agree.
while there is a person who is just a jerk. But it's like we're not calling everybody like back to the point of this statement.
No.
We're not calling all of you guys jerks. We love you guys. Like we absolutely love you
jerks.
guys. Sometimes you're butts, but like we
Your
love you
butts,
guys.
but we love you because you have stayed, you've been here, you've been kind.
Yep.
You're our
Right.
community.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
like we love to hear from them. We love to see them. I get excited because I have people that'll disappear for months at a time. And they
Mhm.
show back up and I'm
Uh-huh.
just like, oh, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? How's your dog? How's your mother? Because like I know most of my community. I'm a small person. I have just over 500 followers now. I know almost every single person in my community. And so it's that kind of deal of I am absolutely making sure I care about them. Those are my friends, not quite in the way that, like, the people in this call are my friends, but I care about them. I may not know their personal information, but I do know, hey, they've had a bad day last week. They said it. I'm going to check on them. I want to make sure they're hydrating. I want to make sure they're sleeping. I want to take care of them. I want to make sure that's going on. But,
water bully.
Oh, yeah, no, I bully everyone to drink water. Every single one
You
on this call knows it.
You do.
I
We love you for it.
drank half a liter of water since we started this recording. So,
Oh my god.
Since we started.
yes. But on that note, because I am out of water, I do think this is a good point to wrap up. Just on the happier note of we love our communities.
We do.
Without a doubt. We may taunt them. We may mess with them. They may taunt us right back. But we love the communities that have stuck around, have respected our boundaries, continue to be with us, stick with us, and have watched us grow this whole time. And that, honestly, for me, that is why I keep creating content. I would have quit a long time ago if my community wasn't what it was.
Right.
I honestly probably wouldn't, like, I probably would have quit when I hit graduation. I probably would have not continued after I left college. So.
You're why we do it every single day. We love you.
So, on that note, we will see you guys next time. Remember to drink some water if you haven't, because I'm going to bully everyone in this content to drink water. And if you have not, do us a favor and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Leave a comment.
Subscribe.
Tell us about the goofy things that we do in our content that you see. We'd love to hear it. And tell us how your day's going. I hope it's going well. How's your
How
pets?
you doing?
If you got a pet, I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, we will see you
How's your
guys
mom?
next time. How is your mom? Bye, guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.